Hi everyone, my name is Mike Smith. I'm 1/5 of the East Texas Kayak Fishing Board, and this is going to serve as our captain's meeting for our 5th event on Lake Murvaul this coming Saturday, June the 20th. And so please be sure that you've read all the rules in Tourney X as well. This is going to be a quick overview, a quick highlight of just some of the important ones, but make sure you've read all the ones in Tourney X. Whenever you sign up, you do click some boxes indicating that you understand and that you've read the rules, so make sure you've done that as well. This event is going to be a pedal paddle only event. It's no motors allowed in East Texas kayak fishing this year. There are a couple of circumstances where motors are allowed, and if that is you and you are using a motor, you've already spoken with the board and you know that you're allowed to do so. If not, then only pedal or paddle for you. Launch for this event is going to be anytime. We don't care when you launch. The key is if it's before daylight, you have to have a 360 light. So our schedule, I'm going to post it here on the screen somewhere out of the way maybe. The schedule is going to be 6 a.m. first cast. 2:30 p.m. will be lines out, last cast. 3:30 p.m. will be when all of your fish have to be submitted via Tourney X, and then at 4 p.m. will be our award ceremony. The award ceremony or the weigh-in is going to be at the Lake Murvaul Resort and Marina that's down there kind of by the dam, or it is by the dam. I was there earlier this week. They have a restaurant there, so if you come hungry, they can get you set up. They have amazing hamburgers. Make sure you bring some money with you to eat. The weigh-in is optional. You don't have to check in or weigh in if you don't want to, but I would advise coming and get you a hamburger there. Our identifier for this event is going to be M8E. M is in Mike, 8 is in 8, E is in Echo. And I'll post that on the screen for you guys to see as well. For safety, you have to wear you have to wear your PFD at all times. If you need to pull that off and like change clothes or put on sunscreen, whatever you need to do, you can do that, but you can't fish with your PFD off. So make sure you're wearing it at all times. Put it right back on if you do take it off for any reason. You have to have a whistle. It can be attached somewhere on your life vest or inside your pocket or whatever, but you do have to have a whistle as well. And again, going back to the 360 light, you have to have that 360 light if you're launching before daylight. There's no option on that. That is a requirement. For measuring devices, you have to use either a hog trough, and the white or the yellow ones, or a catch board. There's no other options on this. The device cannot be manipulated at all, so there's no flexing, no bending, none of that on the board. Has to be just the fish laid on top of it like you normally would use it. As far as measuring your fish, have to be left side up, nothing covering the eye, no hands under the gill plate. The mouth has to be closed, butted all the way up next to the bump board. If there's more than one, or like a 1/4 inch, the mouth is cracked more than a 1/4 inch based on what the judge appears or thinks it's more than a 1/4 inch, you will receive a 1 inch deduction for that fish. Do not touch the tail fin. You can touch the meat of the fin, or meat of the tail rather, but not the fin itself. Again, if there's any questions on that, this is the same outline we've had all year, but if there are any questions on how to measure your fish, make sure you ask in the Facebook group. If you're newer to fishing these events, make sure you go and ask if something is okay or not. But that's a big picture on that. Left side up, nothing covering the eye of the fish, nothing, no hands under the gill plate, mouth has to be closed, and if it is more than a 1/4 inch open, you will receive a 1 inch deduction. All right, and then remember that we will use Tourney X as a check-in, check-out. So when you get on the water, there's a little button that you can click to check in the event. When you get off the water, please check out of the event. That lets the judges know that, and the board know that everyone's on or off the water safely. And I guess the only other thing would be, remember, if you do have some Gills fishing apparel, make sure you wear it. Or the highest place finisher wearing Gills apparel will win a $300 Gills. I don't know what they call it. It's $300 for wearing Gills if you win the highest place in the event, or if you finish the highest place in the event. So make sure you do that. I think I've covered everything. Make sure, again, like as I mentioned earlier, that you go back and that you've read all of the rules on the Tourney X website whenever you sign up. Again, when you click to sign up, you indicate that you understood and you read them. This is just a quick highlight, so make sure you check those out. Hope to see you guys on the water. Have a safe trip if you're driving, and then just good luck fishing. And we'll see you guys Saturday morning. Take care.